Hey guys, Zubrand back again with another video, and today I'm doing a video request that was sent to me by Blue Devil. And in his comment, he said he would love to see a ATmega 328P-PU chip on a standalone breadboard running a standard Blink sketch. Now, what we're going to do today is by adding a couple parts, as in two little capacitors and a 16 megahertz crystal, we are going to take this huge clunky mess and transfer it over here just by adding these three parts. So this is a 16 megahertz crystal, oscillating crystal, and right here is two 22 picofarad capacitors. Someone also said in the comments down below, would it be possible, or could it be possible, would it work if you use 22 picofarad capacitors? So we're going to answer that today. I also added a 5k ohm potentiometer, so as you turn it, the delay on the LED is shortened or is extended to make the LED kind of stay on completely or blink for 1 second. 1 second on, 1 second off. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to remove power. So that was just plugged into my computer to also program it. I'll show you the code as we go along here. So just to make note, I have the LED positive is plugged into pin 12, and the signal pin for the analog potentiometer is in analog pin 5. So we're just going to make reference for that because it's not the same layout as we take the board off. So we're just going to unplug these wires here. It's just two grounds and then those two signals. And we're going to take off the chip. I have a chip puller, but I mean this doesn't really matter, so it doesn't bend the pins. Alright, so let's just get the board itself up and running. So I'm just gonna zoom in here, get a better angle. Okay, so here we have the chip, and you can see right in here probably not because of the focus, but pin 1 is right here. So I'm just going to put pin 1 into pin 1 on this breadboard and push it in. Boom. So looking on my iPad at a reference sheet, we have 5 volts going into 3 pins, pin 1, pin 7, and pin 20. So let's do that first. So I like to make positives either red or yellow, it doesn't really matter. So I'm just going to go pin 1 over to pin 7. Okay, then from pin 7 I'm going to go over to pin 20. Now we're going to need the grounds, and those pins are pins 22 and pin 8. So on pin 22 I'm going to insert a wire, and on pin 8 I'm going to insert a wire. Okay, so now we have that all set up. Just going to bend these wires down just a little bit. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in the 22 picofarad capacitors, and those are going to go on pin 9 and 10, but there's one on pin 9 going to ground and one on pin 10 going to ground. Okay, so that is in there nicely. Then we just put in the crystal straight across pin 9 and pin 10. Okay, so now we have the standalone Arduino chip by itself. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in the grounds for both the LED, if I can get it, and for the potentiometer. I'm also going to have to add the 5 volts for the potentiometer. So now the only wires we have left is our blue wire, which is for our LED, and our white wire, which is for our potentiometer. So pin 12 on this Arduino board is actually pin 18 on the chip. So this blue wire is going to be going to pin 18. And also analog pin 5, which is why I chose it, is pin 28, which is right here on the end here. So that's it. So this is our standalone thing. So hopefully this works on the first try. I've been having some problems with my power supply, so just bear with me if it doesn't turn on right away. So before powering it on, I'm just gonna plug in the ground and plug in the positive right on pin 1. And then once we're in frame, yep, just gonna flick the switch. It's set on 5 volts and boom, there it is. It's flashing, and as we crank this potentiometer, the delay should change. And it does, to the point where it looks like it's staying on. Now it did just shut off, and that is because I believe the 22 picofarads, it's either the 22 picofarads is not working correctly, or these crystals are not. I've switched out the crystal and I switched out the capacitors, and all I've really noticed is if I turn off the power supply and turn back on the power supply, it's fine. So I believe it could just have gone out of oscillation, but I've used 22 picofarads in the past with this same crystal, and it's been absolutely no problem. So that's just the thing with the parts. It could just be a little bit off in its values. But anyway, guys, this was the video request for Blue Devils, and I just wanted to show you that, get it out there for him and for anybody else that wanted to reference this. Please like, favorite, and subscribe if you enjoyed. Stay tuned for more, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace!